The year is 2018, aka Super Smash Bros. Ultimate release year. The SK Harrison channel was doing alright for itself. The SK team show only had 3 episodes at the time, and best of all, the MSKC was, well, not dead. One day in 2018, Memnook asked me for help to create a movie that would be known as Memnook the Demon and the Fight Against Hell. Now, I was in shock. The last Memnook movie that was posted to YouTube got Men in Blacked off the site, so the fact we were getting another one, and on top of that, after Avengers vs. SK Team, which did pretty well on the channel, it was a great idea. So everyone who's been following this channel for a while knows the story of Memnook the Demon by now. The movie got announced, it took a year for it to come out, it finally released, it did okay, and then it boosted in viewers out of nowhere. But what was the journey like in creating this movie? What ideas did we have? Why did some things happen? And most importantly, does the movie still hold up in 2021? Welcome, viewers, to Memnook the Demon and the Fight Against Hell Retrospective. So, little fun fact about Memnook the Demon and the Fight Against Hell's trailer. It literally only took us like 10 minutes to get it done. Honestly, this was not a hard trailer to make, and it makes sense. It's not even a minute long. The trailer starts with the haha funny meme line, "Ma'am, you need to leave," as Memnook breaks out of his meteor cocoon and decides to wreak havoc all over everyone in that area. An Afro man comes and handshakes him, and then, blink and you'll miss it, a few frames of Memnook, Sub, and Lucifer fighting in hell. The trailer showed off multiple moves of Memnook the Demon. His telekinesis, his flight, his electricity, his gun. But other than that, the trailer didn't really tell us anything. Like, I could show this to someone and they'll still have questions, which makes sense for a 30-second trailer. But have no fear. Memnook the Demon teaser trailer was exactly as I just said, a teaser trailer. It's a short sample of what the movie's actually gonna be. I'm sure another trailer in the same year is gonna come out and we're gonna get some answers about Memnook the Demon's plot, right? Right? Well, I'll have you know that first trailer came out on July 30th, 2018. 12 days after Avengers vs. SK Team, and just a few days after I just returned from the July arc. The next trailer wouldn't be on this YouTube channel for another 11 months, coming out on June 17th, 2019. Nowadays, that's nothing. Look at Avengers vs. SK Team, the Battle for Earth. But this was the first time we've taken this long to work on a stop motion. And why did it take so long? Well, there were probably a couple of reasons for that. The one reason was the lines. You see, I didn't want to record the lines on separate devices because it would sound different in the recording and it just wouldn't feel right. So I wanted to go over to Memnook's house to actually record the lines there. The problem with that is, not a lot of free time on our hands. The other potential reasons this movie was taking so long were probably because Memnook had to actually write the script. I don't know how long exactly it took for him to write it, but it took a good amount of time. And Return of the SK Team, which was running straight into development with Memnook the Demon. I already had the development ready for that, and I just wanted to get it done before Memnook the Demon, I guess. Add that all together with actually doing the stop motion for it, and you got a very long time till this movie came out. But I didn't want to go radio silent about this film, so I wanted to hype it up in some ways. How did we do that exactly? Ah yes, the Roblox shirt. I did one for Avengers vs. SK Team as well as for the SK Team show in general, so it only made sense to do a shirt for Memnook the Demon and the Fight Against Hell. And I let Memnook design the shirt himself. And what we got was Memnook the Demon on the front, Memnook the Demon on the back, and a galaxy background to tie it all up. Say what you want about the shirt's design, but people did buy it and it did what it needed to do. Promote the movie. Another thing we did to promote the movie was a Roblox giveaway. The way to enter was simple. All you had to do was create a meme of Memnook the Demon. Or fan art I guess, because everyone knows how to do that. But it was a success. We did get a couple submissions out of that. We were even supposed to do one for Avengers vs. SK Team, The Battle for Earth, but I canceled that one on my Discord. On November 17th, 2018, I decided to do my very first SK Direct. Basically, all it was going to be was me talking about a couple of video ideas I have in mind that I'm going to be doing on the channel, as well as some SK Team stuff and Christmas Countdown stuff. Multiple things we're going to be talked about. But one of the things that showed up was Memnook the Demon and the fight against Hell. We were finally going to get footage of the movie 4 months after the trailer got posted. The scene shows Memnook in his moon base, punching a punching bag, looking at Earth, and questioning what it's been like down there. He takes a shower, eats some breakfast, and puts on his gear, ready to find out the exact answer. And you know what? It was not a bad scene at all. And it was nice we were finally showing off what the movie was gonna be looking like. Oh, and I posted this meme video. So there's that.
Ma'am, you need to leave. I'm a reporter. Something bad might happen.
To be honest, I kinda messed it up. It's supposed to go one at a time, but instead I just did it all together. It's supposed to sound like this.
You like jazz? 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 You like jazz?
Then, a couple of months passed. The 2018 Christmas Countdown happened. Avengers vs. SK Team, The Battle for Earth trailer was revealed. The return of the SK Team had come out, and a giveaway was announced for Avengers vs. SK Team, The Battle for Earth, which, like I just said, has been cancelled. When all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a video of Memnook the Demon in Soul Calibur 6 was posted to the channel. And thus, Memnook the Demon in fighting games, the series, had begun. Jump Force and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate were the other two fighting games I did before the movie released. But after the movie released, I did a couple of other fighting games as well, like One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, and Mortal Kombat Armageddon. But there was one more thing we did to hype up the movie. We asked people to post the poster of Memnook the Demon in the Fight Against Hell anywhere they could. Print it out, put it somewhere.
The challenge is you have to post this in public. Put this in public. You have to take the poster, post it somewhere in your school, at the mall, run through the mall playing the Ma'am You Need to Leave. Do whatever you have to do. I want to be the most subscribed channel on YouTube, and this is how we're gonna do it.
That's all we said to do. Think about it like Mr. Beast posting to subscribe to PewDiePie everywhere, but on a very, 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 very small atom scale. At the end of the day, like 1 or 2 people did it. So all in all, major success. More months passed on, people kept waiting, we kept making the movie, but then it was finally time. After the long wait, a second trailer was posted to the channel. However, there's a small bit that I forgot to mention. This second trailer was only posted to my channel. You see, the original Memnook the Demon in the Fight Against Hell trailer was posted to 3 channels. The MSKC, the SK Harrison channel, and Memnook's channel. The idea was to have the movie pop up on all 3 channels. But at the end of the day, we decided, nah. I think it was like when I was on vacation, and it was just way too late to actually do that. But the second trailer finally gave us more info about the movie than we talked about on random videos, and it finally gave a release date, June 28th, 2019, smack dab on Memnook's birthday. It was finally gonna happen. The movie that people joked about never getting done, it was even a freaking thing. Memnook the Demon and the Fight Against Getting Done. That was the other title for the movie, but it was finally gonna get done. This was amazing. It was like unbelievable. So unbelievable, it was only 13 minutes long. Now look, most SK Team episodes are very varied in size. Some of them are a minute, others could be near 30. But for this movie to be hyped up so much, a year's work, and we only had 13 minutes to show? I mean, I think the thing about it was that when the SK Team episode comes out, it's an episode. There's another one that's gonna come out, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. But with Memnook the Demon and the Fight Against Hell, this is it. This is a movie, one time. Maybe a sequel if you're lucky, if you're wishing on a star, if you have a 4-leaf clover in your hand, and if you just have all the luck in the world. Like, maybe a sequel will come out. But at the time, we weren't even thinking of a sequel. This is all we were gonna get. So for it to be 13 minutes, a freaking Ruby-sized episode, it's kind of sad in a way. But no matter. The movie was out. It was finally time to watch Memnook the Demon and the Fight Against Hell. So, let's see what a whole entire year's work led up to. Oh yeah, and spoiler warning, I suppose. You haven't seen the movie, watch it before you watch this, I guess. The movie starts with Memnook training, as he looks out the window and asks his AI assistant,
I wonder how Earth is doing.
"You are really lucky you were asking that question in 2019, my friend." Yeah, it's the same scene from the SK Direct. He talks to the AI assistant, he takes a shower, he eats the food, he puts on the costume, he gets in the pod. It's the same scene. Up next is the trailer scene, the "ma'am, you need to leave" scene. Oh goodness, did that meme freaking blow up on this channel. But anyway, "Ma'am, you need to leave" happens, Memnook breaks out of the meteor pod thing, and he starts destroying everyone in the area, just like in the trailer. Same stuff. Only, there's different music in this one. Yeah, the reason for that is we forgot what music we used in the trailer, so we just got this random song. I think it was from Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Probably could have just Shazammed it, but whatever, we didn't think about that at the time. The FBI find out that Memnook is back, and they decide to inform Nick Fury about it and send in their robot. We then see Memnook talk to Quasi about why the heck are humans attacking him. It's big sad, when suddenly Codex appears. A little fun fact about Codex, he actually existed way before this movie, so it was interesting that we decided to make him just do them in the fights. The fight starts and Memnook accidentally charges Codex with his electricity. Guess he didn't watch the first Avengers movie.
Power at 400% capacity. How about that?
And just when Codex is about to go sicko mode, some dude with an afro comes out of a portal and blasts Codex, destroying him. We now find out that the Afro Man is named Calamity. Calamity explains that Nick Fury needs to see Memnook in Wait, what the fuck did he just say?
Washington, D.C.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Say that again?
Washington, D.C.
Well, I'm glad Memnook was able to understand that he needs to go to Washington, D.C. Memnook finally gets there, and Fury explains to Memnook about the big bad of the movie, Lucifer. You know, from hell. But hell was not enough for him, cause he wants the world. Not only that, but Nick Fury needs Memnook to find the lost hero, Sub. Memnook suggests that he can do it alone, but Nick Fury not having any of that. After all, Lucifer has an army. So, Memnook's gonna need some help. Who's gonna help him? We found your friend messed up a couple of days ago. Without the stone. But we'll deal with it later.
What? Who took the stones? And why aren't you looking for them?
We don't know, but we're looking into it. If you didn't understand, Memnook the Demon and the Fight Against Hell takes place during the events of Avengers vs. SK Team. Nick Fury was talking about Ice Spider, a character who showed up in the movie protecting the Power Stone, but got taken out by Thanos single-handedly. Honestly, it was a really good idea to have the movies happening at the same time. It makes sense why the Avengers or the SK team wouldn't know about this whole hell taking over thing. They're too busy beating the crap out of each other. So Ice Spider walks in, not believing his eyes, and Jack lands and talks in his somewhat accent.
We meet him. Sup, Nick? Oh, hey. You guys must be Memnook and Ice Spider. Nice to meet you.
After everyone is all gathered around, Nick Fury discusses the plan, that they're going to disguise themselves as tourists to go into a museum in Greece to go through a hell portal. Yeah, I don't know. But before they go do that, Memnook wants to make Quasi into a Robo-Girl. Thankfully, Dr. Cobalt is able to do just the thing and make his dreams come true. Now it is time for that scene.
Now that there's 4 of us, I think we need a team. Agreed. Since we're going to a museum about Greek mythology, how about the Argonauts? Sounds good, I'm down with it. Alright, Argonauts, let's do this thing.
So, little story about this scene. Memnook didn't want it in the movie, like, at all. He didn't like it, he wanted it out. But I said, if this scene isn't in the movie, then how are people gonna know what the Argonauts' name is? They're just gonna randomly call it the Argonauts without any reason at all. It just doesn't make any sense. At least this would give a reason. Now, we could have just rewritten the scene, but we didn't. So we got this. And honestly, I like this scene. And Memnook's 4th wall break is a certified hood classic. After this scene, we get one of the best scenes, in my opinion, in the movie.
Hey, you!
This is the employees only area.
This kind of looks like the guy that the boss is looking for. Shoot. Change of plans! Oh, nice! This is awesome! Stay strong, guys, and keep fighting.
This just in. A group of vigilantes appeared to be fighting at a museum in Greece. We'll keep you updated. Berkeley out.
Just die already! There, finally, let's go. You don't think the all-powerful would only send his minions, do you? Just who the hell are you?
Nick Fury briefed us. Go ahead. We'll get this guy.
Alright then. Let's go, guys.
The action. The music. The freaking joke at the end. It's all great. I really like this scene. And John Berkeley's little cameo in there was pretty cool too. It's not a long scene, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. I like it. And in my opinion, like I said, it's the best scene in the movie. So our group finally gets to hell, and they find Sub, who's very calm about the whole situation. And at last, it is time for the final fight. The Argonauts versus Lucifer. Let's see this epic conclusion to the movie transpire.
You've gone soft, my friend. You're nothing compared to me. Your reign of terror is over. Oh. Why are you laughing? Because I'll be back.
That's it?
Yeah, I gotta agree with Patchy on here. That's it? Really? That's all? I don't understand. Lucifer was built up to be this big threat, and yet, in the script, his fight's the shortest one in the movie. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is this.
Your reign of terror is over. Oh. Why are you laughing? Because I'll be back.
Okay, first off, Memnook pulls this green thing out of his chest, and he explained to me that it's his soul. But nowhere else in the movie does it say what this thing is. It could be his waifu collection for all we know. Like, it's never explained in the movie. He just pulls it out and we're just like, okay, I guess that's it. He pulled out his arc reactor. I guess Lucifer's gonna die now. Alright then. And don't even get me started on the ha ha ha. For context, that part of the movie was freaking deleted off of my phone. I needed him to redo the line, and he gave me that. So that's why that's in the movie. Now, the part of him saying, I'll be back. The actual idea for that was that Lucifer was going to come back during the next Avengers SK team. But I had a whole different idea with that, so yeah, that's not going to happen. But anyway, the credits start to roll, and Etika's rest in peace message appears. I honestly think this should have appeared before the movie started. Memnook also said that. But I'm happy it was included nonetheless. But there is another part of the movie after the credits. And it shows Nick Fury congratulating the Argonauts with the Ark, their very own ship. The scene ends with Jack putting the Reality Stone in a chest and running away closing it before anybody notices. And then the movie finally... What? Another end credit scene? What the fudge? Okay, I guess there's another one. This one's just to confirm that Memnook's gonna be in Avengers SK team, the Battle for Earth. But now, let's talk about the characters in Memnook the Demon and the fight against Hell. And to make things interesting, we put them in a tier list, because that's never been done before with anything ever. I'll link the tier list in the description if you want to rank them too. Maybe post it in Discord, which, by the way, I have a Discord and a Twitter. You can follow and join both of those. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Alright, enough plugging. Let's get on to it. Don't got much to say about Memnook. I like his design, I like his powers, and as for his personality, I mean, this scene just speaks for itself. So, gonna give him a solid A tier. Ice Spider's the jokester of the team, and boy does he like to joke. We still don't know his backstory though. Sad face. But he's an alright dude. I'd say he's at least a B tier. Jack's cool. I like his spear and the use of fire in battle. However, he doesn't use fire in battle at all in this entire movie. But then again, Dr. Awesome didn't use his laser eyes till episode 7, so I'll let it slide. B tier. I mean, we barely see him, and he only shows up at the end of the movie. How am I supposed to rank this? I guess I like his design. He didn't really do much. C tier? Again, we barely see him, but him coming out of the portal, his cool freaking afro, and him struggling to say Washington DC put him at a solid A tier. This might come as a surprise, but I got 2 words for you. Best girl. Sorry ma'am, you need to leave, girl. You've been beaten by the robot chick, and you know how I feel about robot chicks. Solid S tier. Dr. Cobalt's cool. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say insert character doesn't show up much in the movie, but yeah, he's one of those characters. But for voice reasons, he'll go in B tier. I mean, come on. It's Colonel Nick Fury. A tier. Ah yes, the other robot in the movie. And that's all I have to say. C tier. We never actually got the names of these 2 characters in the movie, but they'll get B tier and C tier respectively. It's kind of sad though. AI Spider asked who the hell he was, but he never answered him. Final character we are ranking is Lucifer. You already know how I feel about Lucifer. I think he deserved way more, but for what he got in the movie, I guess it's enough for a C tier. But there you go, all of the major characters ranked. Now it's time for Pole Kid and Captain America. D tier, they suck. Alright, time to talk about a bit of that editing and music. I would talk about the voice acting, but
Nick Fury wants to see you back in Washington DC.
Now, in my opinion, the movie doesn't look bad. I watched on my phone, on my Switch, and on my TV, and they look pretty good on all 3. Might not look good on freaking Xbox, I don't know, but you'll have to test it for yourself. Now, is it as good looking as like other stop motions? Well, I can't really speak for that. I mean, kind of hard to say it when you're using your own phone to do it. But Beauty is in the eye of beholder, so it's up to you to decide on that one. Now, past SK, he did alright for the editing. There are a couple of hiccups here and there, but he did alright, I suppose. But the soundtrack, though. Oh my gosh. All of the soundtrack was picked by Memnook. He picked all the songs that he wanted in the movie. And boy, did it have a very good soundtrack. Gotta say, the 8-bit retro songs definitely helped this movie. My favorite one was the Spider-Man Unlimited song in the 8-bit rendition. Oh my gosh. That theme slaps. Like, that song just slaps in 8-bit, and it made that fight scene even better in my opinion. All in all, Memnook the Demon and the Fight Against Hell is an alright movie. Sure, I might joke to Memnook about the movie, quoting, "Ma'am, you need to leave. Alright, Argonauts, let's do this thing," and so on and so forth, but it's still a good movie. And sure, Memnook might say that it sucked and it's bad, and some other people might say that too, but I mean, for what it is, it's alright. It's pretty fine in my opinion. And that's just not talking about my parts in the movie. I think the script was fine too. And I guess people caught interest in it as it's now one of the most viewed videos on my channel. It has over 520 views at the time of this recording, which is amazing. I went into the YouTube analytics to see when and how this video got so big in the past couple of months, and it was mostly because of iPad watchers. I don't know where that could be from. I couldn't tell you. I mean, we like to joke around and say it was Ukraine, but who really knows at the end of the day? Maybe it was some little kids on the iPad, I don't know. But regardless, this video is one of the most popular on the channel, and Memnook the Demon is a very popular name on the channel as well. I mean, he's gotten freaking fighting game videos and weird Ruby fanfictions. And it's not even stopping there. Memnook the Demon is going to be showing up in Avengers vs. SK Team The Battle for Earth, as well as a buddy in Rivals of Aether at some point on the workshop. Heck, a Memnook the Demon 2 might even be possible. Possible. But all I can say is Memnook the Demon has a lot ahead of him. If you're still watching this, thank you. This is the first time I've made a video like this, so if you've enjoyed it and want to see this style of video for other topics, let me know. With that all being said, release the original Argonauts movie and put Memnook into Fortnite. Thank you!